What is going on, beautiful people? Today we're talking about, do narcissists have a one that got away? Ooh. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Boom. What up? Welcome back, folks. Yes. Do narcissists and toxic people have a one that got away? Yes. Not all. So let me go ahead and start off by saying this. Not everybody gets away from a narcissist, right? So not all narcissists can have a one that got away if the one that they value the most is still with them, regardless of how they've been treated. And, maybe they don't understand what they've been going through. Maybe they felt trapped, or whatever the reason is. Narcissistic people don't always end up alone at the end of their life, right? But for the ones that do kind of end up by themselves, or end up with somebody that end up settling for someone, the narcissist that is hyper focused on one of their exes, or exes plural, they do have a one that got away. They can. And even if the narcissistic person tells you that they care about you, it's not always bad or whatever, they can still have their mind on someone else from the past. But and this is the crazy thing about it is, I say this so much in my videos, y'all, that narcissistic people can care about you. Not all of them do, but some narcissists, a lot of them, can care about other people, right? And they don't think that you're going to ever leave them. That's the mindset of a lot of narcissists. They don't think that you will ever leave them, but they treat you like you will. You hear what I say? I know it sounds confusing, but think about it. They don't think that you will ever leave them, right? They don't think, like, no matter what they put you through, because you've forgiven them for so much, y'all have been through so much together, y'all have grown together, whatever it is. But they treat you like they do. They treat you like you will leave them. Because the narcissistic person has these abandonment issues going on inside of their heads, where they always think that they always feel like you're going to abandon them, right? So they treat you like you're going to abandon them, but they don't think you will. And I know a lot of y'all, it sounds confusing, but I know to a lot of y'all it made sense, right? Because it's kind of like they push you away, but they won't let you go at the same time. You still belong to me regardless of that type of stuff right there. So narcissistic people, if you do leave them, they could become hyper obsessive over you. Like the one that got away for the narcissistic person, that they like the one that got away, the one that they care about the most, blah, 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 whatever it is. They hyper focus on you. They can become obsessive over you. I feel like this episode is going to have me saying a lot of stuff. Like, it's going to have me repeating the phrase. It's going to sound crazy, but even if they are with someone else, they can still be obsessed with someone in their past. They can still have a one that got away, even if they are with someone else. There are such things known as, temporary supply. Not only temporary supply, but transitional supply as well. It's like, so there are people that they feel like narcissists don't like to be by themselves. So some of them will hop into relationships with people that they don't really care about. Hop into relationships with people that they don't really want to be with, right? So if I don't care about you and I don't necessarily want to be with you, I'm still hyper focused on my ex, so at least I don't have to be by myself. I can build a family with someone I consider a temporary supply, but I can still also simultaneously be hyper focused on the one that got away. The grade A-ist of supplies and whatnot. You know what I mean? But that's the mindset of a lot of narcissistic people right there, y'all. That's the mindset that a lot of us have to face, that a lot of you have to face, isn't it? So I'm just trying to let y'all know that, like, when you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, there's a lot of things that you have to deal with, a lot of things that you're going to combat with. So if you are the one that got away, and I know a lot of y'all feel like you're the one that got away because they're still hyper focused on you. 5 years later, they're married with kids and they're still reaching out to you. They're still sending you pictures. They still try to stalk you on social media and things like that because you got away. You got away. Congrats to you if you got away. And like to those, let me say this as well. When I say the one that got away, I don't always mean physically get away. You can get away from them emotionally as well. Because I know everybody can't leave. Everybody doesn't want to leave. You can get away from them emotionally as well, because you can live in the same house and be emotionally disconnected from a person, right? I can live with you and still be emotionally disconnected from you at the same exact time. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds ignorant, but it's the truth. If you've dealt with a narcissist, if you lived with a narcissist before, you understand exactly what I'm saying. I can be with you and still be emotionally disconnected from you. I could be around you and still be, I could be around you and with you, and we're just roommates. Like, you can get away from me emotionally, and we'll just, like, we still live together. We're still trying to raise kids together. We're still paying bills together. We're still running businesses together. So you can get away from them emotionally because you emotionally disconnected from them. And typically, a lot of times, y'all, the narcissist, will emotionally disconnect from you first. So y'all, you get what I'm saying. So you have to, but you can get away from them. Cause I'm like, this is not me trying to hammer away at people who are still in a relationship. This is not me trying to hammer away at y'all, because I know everybody doesn't leave. And I feel like that's the thing that a lot of people think my platform is dedicated to. A lot of people think my platform is dedicated to me telling people to get away. I'm like, my platform is about raising awareness and helping people understand that, hey, look, I'm raising this awareness for you so you can understand what you're going through. And like, if you decide to try to leave, you can make a plan to leave. You can make a plan to do things like that. So I want to empower people. This is a personal empowerment journey right here. I'm trying to empower people. I know people gonna ask me, Lee, well, Lee, you're married. Do you have the one that got away? So when I first met my wife, so this is me being realistic. When I first met my wife, and she knows this too. She understands this. Like, we've had deep conversations about these type of things. When I first met her, I was transitioning out of a toxic relationship with my narcissistic ex myself. So I'm still me and her had a horrible breakup. Me and my toxic narcissistic ex had a horrible breakup, right? Lying, cheating, both sides of it. It was just horrible, right? But we were still like kind of obsessed with each other. So in the process of me trying to get over her, I met my wife. And I fell for my wife, but I was still kind of obsessing over this other person. I wasn't like trying to reach out to her or anything like that. But I was still peeking at the social media stuff like that. Things would still be affecting me. It was horrible, y'all. It was pretty bad, So I was still obsessed with that person. And I would tell my therapist about it. Me and my therapist would have long conversation about me being obsessed with my ex and whatever. And you have to let that go. You can't give your wife your all if you are still hyper focused on someone from your past. So I focused on letting that go in therapy. And my relationship, my past has gotten better because I don't have a one that got away. My wife is still with me. She's not like, I had a one that got away, but I released them. I released the thought of them. They got away. We didn't belong together. They didn't get away. We escaped each other. You see what I'm saying? We escaped each other. And I found what I deserve. And I think she's married. She's newly married and got another baby on her. So she found what she deserved. You see what I'm saying? But like I say, if you're dealing with a narcissistic person, this is not me telling you to leave. This is me just providing you the information. Because if you are no longer dealing with them, right? If you have moved on and you have a family and they're still stalking you, they're still harassing you, y'all, I know the police don't always help, but you have to set boundaries, file reports, do things like that, or they won't leave you alone. And I know a lot of y'all understand this, because even if they are in a relationship with someone else, they won't leave you alone. It doesn't mean that they will just let you go, free you. It doesn't mean that they will free you and let you go anywhere. And this is why I'm trying to tell people, like, narcissistic people, they can treasure you and value you. You can be their grade A supply, which is the term everybody else uses. And they will still be with somebody else and still try to hold on to you, still try to interfere with your life, still try to pop up on you at your job, still send you emails and cash apps and text messages from other numbers, wish this could be you. Like, if you get married, that could have been us. I saw you got married today, and it just makes me think about the family we could have had together. Blah, blah, blah. They can have a one that got away. They can. And if you feel like you're the one that got away, this is not me telling you to go back into a toxic relationship. Hell no. Well, Lee, are you saying that I should go back because I'm the one that got away and they value me the most? Just because they value you the most doesn't mean that they will treat you any better. I'll say that right there. I'll say it again. Just because they value you the most, just because you are grade A supply, just because you are the best that they will probably ever get, or the best they ever had, doesn't mean that they will treat you any better if you go back to them. Consistent change behavior. What kind of guarantee what guarantees do you have in place that this person is going to change their behaviors? What promises what guarantees, what fail safes are in place? What protections do you have? Of faith in a whim, a dream, hope in a dream? Hell no. When is that enough? When is hope in a dream enough? That hope in a dream, trusting a toxic person to value you and treat you better is like, it's terrible. It's a slow internal death. You die inside. You die slowly from the inside, and it trickles to the outside. That's what happens in these spaces. That's what happens within these dynamics. That is what's going to keep happening. If you feel like you're the one that got away, stay away. Why would you go back into a toxic relationship with nothing in order to protect you, to keep you safe emotionally and physically? Because sometimes if you're the one that got away and you go back into it, you might not make it back out. Let me keep it real when I say that. If you got away and you go back, you might not get away again. I know everybody want to go to heaven. But you want to live here as long as you can. You see what I'm saying? Well, Kane Brown got a song called Heaven. What he said? Kane Brown got a song called Heaven. You go to heaven. It's heaven. Hey, heaven is great. But let me live a little bit first, Live. I just want y'all to live. I want y'all to value yourselves. I want you to feel as strong as you possibly can. Because that's what life is all about. The longer you live, your kids deserve a better version of you. Your parents deserve a better version of you. You won't reach your full potential in a toxic relationship. I'll say it like that, y'all. You will not reach your full potential while you're currently stuck in a toxic relationship, in a toxic situation. You know what I mean? But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. I truly appreciate every single one of y'all, because as much as y'all say y'all learn from me, y'all do say y'all learn from me, I learn even more from you. Super thankful for you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. You are a mental healness rock star, and I appreciate you for being here. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the screen to subscribe to the channel and watch another one of my videos in my playlist. There's also a link available up here for you to purchase my kids' book, Remember It's Not Your Fault, on Amazon. So check that out. Thank you. I will see you in the next video. Peace.